major motion filed by Durk's lawyers in his murder for hire case out in federal court in California. Let me walk you through it. Now, this particular motion is about whether the whole court process has been fair, or whether it's been compromised by stuff that's been happening behind the scenes that we've never not heard about until now. Here's the story from the defense lawyers. First, the judge who handled the early parts of the case, like the bail, the detention, he got a series of really serious death threats. A caller left voicemails on the official court phone talking about killing her, harming people in the courthouse, and saying that if Durk and his co-defendants got life, this caller's going to burn the place down. This was serious enough that U.S. Marshals and the FBI got involved, opening a full investigation. They gave it a case number. They treated it as a real security threat, not just some dude trolling online. Then, a little bit later, after the judge got the death threats, the lead federal prosecutor on the case, the main guy trying to put Durk away, gets a life-threatening phone call where they're making death threats over the phone. This time the caller talks about killing the prosecutor, people who work at the courthouses, people at the prosecutor's offices. The FBI opens another investigation. You've got the judge being threatened, the main prosecutor being threatened, multiple federal law enforcement investigations that are active looking into it. And the problem, the defense says, with all of this, Durk's lawyers are being told nothing. For months, during that same period of time that these threats are going on, the investigations are active, the judge who was threatened keeps making big decisions in the case, including decisions about whether Durk stays locked up. Should he still be there? Shouldn't he recuse himself? The judge relies on her prior rulings. Prosecutors are still arguing that Durk is dangerous and uses other people to do violence for him. The idea that a judge who's getting death threats is listening to arguments about how this guy threatens people and then making decisions. The defense is basically saying, imagine playing in a championship game where the referee is getting death threats about what happens if your team wins. The league knows. The security knows. The ref keeps reffing the game, calling fouls on you, throwing your players out, and you don't find out about any of this until months later when the championship is decided. Even if the ref swears they tried to be fair, you would feel in the bottom of your heart that that game was not fair. And everybody looking on the outside would look at it and say, that's not fair. That's the heart of this motion from the defense for little Durk. When a judge is personally threatened in a case, is talking with law enforcement, talking to security about it behind closed doors, and yet keeps ruling on that same case without telling the defense that I've been threatened, the appearance of fairness is gone. Prosecutors have a problem too, because it's not just the judge, it's the prosecutors getting threats and then making arguments about how they should lock this guy up because he uses people to make death threats. But they're active investigations. You don't even know what's going on. These are huge conflicts of interest. Because of that, the motion asks for really huge remedies, really huge relief for